Judge has ruled the woman alleging she was raped by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs can remain anonymous. The woman says both men raped her at a party when she was 13 years old. Jay-Z's legal team had fought to get the case dismissed, arguing his accuser should have to reveal her name, but the judge disagreed. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
A legal victory for the woman who is suing Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13. A federal judge ruling the woman can proceed with the case while remaining anonymous, at least for now. But the judge also chastising the lawyers representing Jay-Z, accusing them of trying to fast-track the judicial process by repeatedly filing motions to reveal the identity of the Jane Doe to have the case dismissed. The judge writing in a 5-page brief that the Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because the counsel demands it. This latest legal twist coming after the recently filed civil lawsuit by Jane Doe, claiming that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party after the MTV Music Awards in 2000, while an unnamed celebrity watched. Jay-Z has vehemently denied all the allegations, putting out this statement 2 weeks ago, writing in part, "This is a blackmail attempt." The multi-platinum artist, who was 30 at the time, now a business mogul with decades of hits to his name, with songs.
All right, so the reason that I wanted to have this conversation and update it, because obviously the judge is saying that they can go through with it regardless of the fact that the person said that they're on the spectrum, and it was proven that it was impossible, and she lied about several different details on her NBC interview. My question becomes not just based off of Jay-Z, because we've had that conversation. My question becomes, should people that allege that they are victims have to come forward and become public in order to continue with cases like this?
Yes.
Or should they be able to remain anonymous?
No anonymity. No anonymity should be allowed at all.
Why?
The accusations can publicly tarnish someone. So if you could just publicly tarnish someone's reputation with an accusation, we should know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
We should have to know who you are, because how do you get to sit in the dark, point your finger, and say that this person did this, and remain in the dark? And even if you're wrong, that person's reputation is still damaged no matter what. It shouldn't work like that. I don't give a fuck who it is. It shouldn't work like that. It should not work like that. You should have to be exposed. You should have to expose yourself to try and expose someone else, because that's ultimately what you're doing. You're just trying to expose somebody. That shit is foul as fuck, man. Ain't no way this person should. See, the thing is, I've never liked someone who throws rocks and then hides their hand. And that's all this is at the end of the day. Why are you doing that, Quentin? What's the issue? What's the issue? You don't agree?
I don't like cliches.
What do you mean?
Throws rocks, hide hand. It's a cliche. Didn't really fit.
What?
Are you?
That's what it is.
I don't think she should. I don't think that the victim should be made public. I think in that grand scheme of things, if you do this, it probably causes more harm than good.
In what way?
Like before the trial starts, like he can off this chick, like she could disappear, like he got money, make her disappear, and at the end of the day, judges are always going to err on the side of caution. He'll see her when they go to court. He'll know who it is. I think that's enough.
That's not necessarily true. They could still remain anonymous.
Did you hear what I said?
Here, let me play the rest of this video. So
I said when he sees her in court, he'll know who she is.
That's not okay.
Well, they have to go to court eventually, right? No, she's just gonna be like that's a right of yours too.
I'm just going by based off what the judge says. The judge said that because again, let me put it to you like, let me give my opinion on this. I'm trying to reserve it until everybody
Can I
else speaks.
fucking block Molly? Get her out of here. What do you mean you can send your attorney, nigga? If there's some kind of trial, you got to look at this bitch. She gonna be at that table.
The judge here. Well, let me play the rest of this video, and then maybe we can come to better understanding of what was being communicated here. Because I thought I had heard something else on the video that said a little bit differently.
Like run this town. Attorneys have denied everything about Jane Doe's account and pointed to some alleged inconsistencies in her story.
It's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true. It's provably, demonstrably false. This never happened.
The judge writing that while Jane Doe can remain anonymous for now, she may be required to reveal her identity at a later date to allow Jay-Z's lawyers to collect facts necessary to prepare for trial.
It says she may be required, not that she's definitively going to be required to reveal her identity. And how can you actually prepare for trial if she may have to reveal her identity, but she doesn't have to definitively reveal her identity? That kind of puts you at a disadvantage
it doesn't. If you didn't do it, knowing who this is, absolutely, it doesn't matter. If you definitively
it does matter. Why wouldn't it matter?
You didn't do it. Like, why does it matter? Like, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it. Like, oh, let me know which girl I graped, so let me know which one this is, so I can kind of wiggle my defense around it. Like, why if you didn't do it? Why if you didn't do it? I don't understand what the relevance of it. Who she is? I've never raped anyone. I don't care which girl in America is accusing me. I didn't do it.
There are people in jail today that didn't do it, that was convicted in a court of law, that is getting out of jail based off of the Innocence Project right now.
I don't know
it's never been enough to just.
We're talking about. I'm not talking about that women do wrong things. I'm talking about the fact of knowing her. If these people who are getting off on the Innocent Project, I'm sure she wasn't anonymous through the whole thing. Who she is will come. It'll come out eventually, and all the time.
You're telling me
they're trying to fucking railroad their way. They're skipping steps.
You're telling me that if he didn't do it, then he should have nothing to worry about. Is that what you're saying?
The judge said it. Like, they're waiting too long. Her name will come out eventually. Just be patient.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, Quentin. You said that if he didn't do it, he shouldn't have anything to worry about.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said he don't need to know her name. If he didn't do it, he don't need to know her name. Simple as that. What is knowing her name gonna do?
Because I should be able to face my accuser.
You will in court. Exactly. That's in court. You'll be able to face him in court.
If my legal team can't adequately prepare my defense in a lawsuit, then how is it enough for me to just
what is knowing the person gonna, if it's a 13-year-old,
because they need to depose her. They need to find out everything that she know in order to get the evidence so that they can corroborate whether or not the story makes sense or not. It's not enough to just go based off of an NBC interview. This is a real lawsuit where they're trying to get millions and millions of dollars out of me. You don't think
are you listening to me? I said eventually it'll happen. Like the judge just said, they're like skipping steps. Just be patient. It'll come out eventually. It'll come out who she is eventually. Like, y'all skipping steps.
How is steps being skipped?
The judge just said it in this thing.
The whole premise of this whole situation came because the lawyer tried to shake Jay down and say, I have an anonymous client and pay us some money and we'll make this thing go away. That's the whole premise behind why Jay-Z's lawyers is trying to get this dismissed in the first place, is that they came to him asking for money.
Yeah, it was a shake.
And so if he can't even face the person that is accusing him, then how can you then try to shake me down for money in the first place? That's the whole premise behind how this thing came about in the first place.
I don't understand. Like,
he wants to get Jay-Z doesn't want to be added to this lawsuit, and the judge is saying that they're going to go forward with allowing Jay-Z to be added. But once they get to from my understanding is once they, proceed with everything, then they will know. The public still won't know who it is, but they will know.
Man, let me tell you something. If somebody accused you, Quentin, of something that you didn't do, you would advocate for them to still be able to remain anonymous instead of being able to face your accuser?
I wouldn't advocate. I would just wait until it comes out. Like if I know I didn't do something, eventually
Bullshit.
I have to see him in court. No, I'm not bullshitting. I have to see him in court eventually. If I'm going to court, a criminal court, this is civil. If I'm going to criminal court, eventually we're going to be in the same courtroom together. Like, I'm sorry, I've been in trouble with the law before, and I know exactly what it looks like.
I have to
You've
say
been
though,
accused.
this
No.
is the first time Rock
It's
Nation.
a difference between being in trouble with the law and being accused by somebody who you know definitively you didn't do anything to.
If you know you didn't do nothing, why does it matter who they are?
What?
If you didn't do nothing, I don't understand why it matters. I didn't do it. I don't care. I don't care what this girl's name is. I didn't do anything to anybody. I don't understand what you're asking me right now. You'll know in due time. If it comes to that point where they need to depose somebody, you'll know in due time. What's the rush?
Well, I guess we just got a difference an approach and opinion on that.
Well, the judge
if
sides
anybody,
with me, so there's that.
No.
You want to read it again?
If anybody,
they're trying to debo their way through the judicial process.
No, the lawyer
just said that. You just read it again. Read again what he just said, because I'm not going to go back and forth with
problem. I don't give a fuck about what
he just put it on the screen.
The problem is that the judicial system is fucked up, which is one of the reasons why people want a complete overhaul of family court law, which is a part of the judicial system. And just because it's on the books does not mean it is fair and it's justified. It's not fair, and it's slanted in the way against people that are being accused. And that's why we say that we need to change this, because it shouldn't be innocent. It shouldn't be guilty until proven innocent. It should be innocent until proven guilty. And if somebody then says something against you, then you should have the right to face them. Another part of the judicial system that's wrong is the fact that when people accuse you of something, anybody can accuse anybody of anything. Anybody can sue anybody of anything. And it can cost you money. It can cost taxpayer dollars to go through it. The judges make money. The whole judicial system is set up to continue to fleece money out of people that didn't have to participate in it. And the worst part about it is that throughout this whole process, if the person is found lying, they don't get prosecuted and nothing happens to them. That's just the end of the conversation. So to say just because the judicial system agrees with you does not make it right. It does not mean that it's correct.
You didn't hear what I said. I didn't say she remain.
You said the judicial system judge agrees with you.
My premise was like let it run its course. Like, knowing her right now, it's fine. Like, let it run its course. Like, you'll know eventually, but right now you're gonna have to hold your horses and let this shit play out.
No, I'm not with that. And I think that some stuff is egregious.
Not with the claims that are taking place. Like, you can't put that on my name and then be anonymous. I'm sorry. You're not putting that's not even SA. That's just great. You're not putting that on my name and just hiding. Hell no. Hell no. Are you serious?
I don't agree with that.
What the fuck? In what world should you be able to hide after you try? You permanently trying to tarnish my
what's the
name.
point of you knowing? What are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You still got to wait the process out. What are you gonna do? I don't understand what your point is. You still got to wait out the process. Whether you know her name now or later, you still have to wait. I don't understand what you're arguing.
No, because you can then more effectively defend yourself by
gaining
so and gleaning more information.
That I've never seen in my life that's just off rip lying about nothing.
Quinn, I think the part that you also missing here is that he's a public figure. And the longer that this drags,
knowing her name doesn't change anything.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Because you can discredit the witness by then if we know who this hoe was, we would more effectively be able to say, no, that's some bullshit right there. Because it's not just about whether or not it's going through the process. He's a public figure. All of his endorsements, all of his business deals, the fact that he's trying to open up a casino down in Brooklyn, the fact that he has a deal with the NFL and it's probably affecting his relationship with business partners. The longer that stuff drags out, because you can't actually see and justify whether or not something is what it is, and then also being able to get it kicked out of court because we know that this bitch is lying, the more money and the bigger possibility of him fucking up his bags. And that don't make sense to me. It's not just about the process. He ain't a normal person. This ain't regular business as usual. This ain't you and me. This is one of the biggest. His fucking wife just had 25 million people watching him on the halftime with the Netflix special and took $20 million. This shit is a big deal.
Knowing her name doesn't change anything you just said.
Okay. All right. I think that people should have the right to face their accuser, especially.
Well, they will eventually, just not now. Wait, be patient.
Because not at all times. In most instances, most people don't even get to the point to where they can face their accuser. That's a fact.
Because they settle first. They don't wait it out.
This is crazy. No, I don't like waiting. Let's off this bitch immediately.
You just proved my point. Kill this hoe. Get her out of there.
Immediately.
Man.
Immediately.
That's how you did all that to prove this nigga, right?
I was about to say, Anton, I was actually with you a little bit.
It's a joke.
I said, oh, well, Quentin won.
Anton just crashed out.
Gosh, y'all don't know how to take a joke? Good God.
Because what you're doing now, like this one-off case is happening. So people who's really doing this and the victim names is just out there just if you did it, you know you did it, and you ain't asking who the victim is because you know you did that shit.
That girl wasn't even nowhere near them, more than likely, man.
She wasn't.
She was lying about everything, and
all they doing is wasting taxpayer dollars because they want to get more visibility for this dumb shit. This is stupid.
But you gotta think the government incentivizes this. They want you to spend those taxpayer dollars to keep going through the system, just like they won't change the family courts, not because of anything else, because they want you to spend money in the courts. The courts make money.
Put that question in the chat, yes or no. Should it come out, yes or no? I wanna see what the chat look like on this question.
No.
Okay.
I'll put it up. I'll put it up.
This is the first time I seen Roc Nation's lawyers have an L like this.
Why do you think they're taking an L?
Mika want Roc Nation's lawyers to lose.
Why do you think they're taking an L, Mika?
That's why Mika don't want to speak on it. Mika don't like writing the Roc Nation. See,
Anton trying to bait me.
No, that's why she's smiling.
She's trying to bait me.
Mika don't like Roc Nation, and so that's why she don't.
In the words of Tori's dad, Roc Nation will crumble.
See? What do you want me to put as the question, Quentin?
I don't know. Never mind.
Should she remain anonymous?
I don't think she should remain anonymous. I just think they need to wait.
So what did you want me to put in the chat then?
Never mind.
Oh God.
I said wait the process. I didn't say remain anonymous forever. I said they just need to check out.
Let me do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this one.
Like if it gets that far to where they have to go to court, he's gonna know who she is. You can't just send your fucking lawyers to court forever. If the judge say I want to see you in court, motherfucker, you gotta come.
Should accusers be forced to reveal themselves?
Because like, what if it's like a serial like rapist, and he thought that he?
I just think it should be situational.
Oh, thanks. I guess you just cut people off tonight. Great.
He couldn't wait to do that.
I know. What I tell you? That's why I've been shutting up. Look, come on, Papa Chulo. Go ahead. I'm listening. All right.
I put, should accusers be forced to reveal themselves immediately? That is the question.
Okay.
Right now, it's 72% yes, 28% no.
Okay.
159 votes, 163 votes. So it looks like it's about 75% yes, 26% no. That's what it looks like it is.
So your chat is 25% until smart. Notice I said smart, not intelligent. There's a difference.
Mika, what don't you like about The Rock?
You relentless.
Why you keep avoiding it, Mika?
See, you know what's so interesting about Mika? You know what's so interesting about Mika?
Look, he already knows one. how I feel about Roc Nation. I really don't know enough about Jay-Z to say anything about Jay-Z. I'm not a big fan of his music, but that has nothing to do with him personally. So I don't really speak on Jay-Z because I don't really know nothing about Jay-Z.
Well, we wasn't
Honestly.
talking about Jay-Z. We're talking about The Rock.
But Roc Nation,
Yeah.
that yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot. And to a lot of people.
Even when I brought up the subject, he was like, I don't want to speak on it.
Yeah, because you know.
Mickey, you're not a plaintiff, are you, at some point?
Nah. Fortunately for me, I don't gotta get my money that way.
Mickey, you're not a
But
plaintiff.
nah, I just I don't like how they do business.
Mickey,
That's my whole deal.
You're not one of the anonymous accusers, are you?
Nah, I wouldn't be anonymous. I'd be like, I want all my bags, all of them. Give them. So no, it wouldn't be me.
Let me get the results of the poll. It looks like 78% yes and 22% no, Quentin. So only 22% is smart now, right?
Yes, only 22% of people think for themselves.
Okay, all right. That's why. I guess that's the way it is. All right, so I guess we can pivot a little bit.
This is so dumb. 22% of people don't know law. Well, it's not happening currently, so obviously a judge fucking agrees, you fucking dumbass.
What? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Keep going.
I don't understand what's going on.
Somebody said you don't know law. Like, a judge agrees with me, so I don't know what knowing law has to do with anything. It's happening, motherfucker. So obviously it's fine.
All right, so y'all want to talk about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy?
Uh-oh.